Every year, on August 14th, at exactly 2:37 p.m., someone places a single fresh mint candy on the grass at the edge of Blackwood Forest, just outside the small town of Bedford, Pennsylvania. The wrapper is old and yellowed, but the candy itself is always perfectly cold, untouched, with that sweet, bitter mint smell that lingers in your mouth for hours, even if you only smell it from a distance. No one knows who leaves it. No one ever picks it up. Because everyone in Bedford knows the legend. The last person who actually bit into one vanished. Like Emily Harper. Like her mother. And now, maybe like you. If you decide to keep listening, because this is going to be a video. August 14th, 1968. The sun was blazing over Pennsylvania like an open oven, but at the edge of Blackwood Forest, the air already felt cold and damp, thick with the smell of freshly turned earth and rotting leaves, as if the forest itself was breathing through an open mouth. The Harper family had come for a simple picnic to escape the noise of Bedford. Jack, a tough steel mill mechanic with oil-stained hands, laughed loudly and drank beer straight from the can. Sarah, small and worn from years of sewing at home, kept a watchful eye on their little girl. Emily was 5 years old and full of joy. Her white dress with red polka dots fluttered in the breeze. Her black pigtails bounced, and her pink shoes kicked up grass as she chased her favorite red plastic ball, a Christmas gift she still treasured.
"Look, Daddy, I can make it fly all the way to the clouds!"
she shouted, giggling as she kicked it hard. Sarah felt a tight knot in her stomach. The old-timers in town always warned about the forest. Don't go too deep. The trees remember faces, and they keep them. But Jack just laughed it off. Old people nonsense, Sarah. It's just wood and leaves. Have a drink and relax. The ball bounced farther than usual. Emily ran after it, laughing. 2 steps. 3. She disappeared behind a gnarled bush. Sarah called out sharply,
"Emily, come back right now!"
No answer. Only the wind hissing through the branches, almost like a low, human whisper. Jack stood up slowly. Sarah ran. The picnic blanket lay abandoned, sandwiches spilled on the grass. The forest swallowed their shouts. They searched for hours. The sun sank. Shadows stretched long and thin. They found only the red ball, placed neatly at the edge, like a taunt. No footprint. No scrap of dress caught on thorns. No sign of life. The search turned chaotic. Police, tracking dogs that barked wildly, then suddenly went silent. Neighbors with flashlights swearing they heard a child crying deep in the woods. But when they got closer, nothing. Sarah screamed until her voice broke. Jack punched a tree until his knuckles bled into the dirt. Night fell heavy and cold. The forest went quiet, but it felt like it was laughing. Years dragged on. Jack drowned himself in whiskey, then hanged himself in the garage one rainy night, leaving a crumpled note. The forest took her. Now it's taking me. Sarah lived like a ghost, talking to Emily's old doll, hugging it at night, singing lullabies to empty walls. August 14th, 1973. Same time. Old man Harlan, a retired hunter, was picking mushrooms near the edge. He heard a small, clear voice. "Emily has apples. Emily has red apples. Come play." His heart froze. He turned. There she was, exactly where she vanished. Clean dress, Clean shoes, pigtails perfect, smiling sweetly, holding the red ball. Harlan ran screaming back to town. Police arrived. Sarah came, shaking. When she saw the child, she dropped to her knees, vomited, sobbed brokenly. "My Emily! My Emily!" The girl looked up calmly. "Mummy, the lady said you'd be back soon. I waited nice and quiet." Doctors examined her. No malnutrition, no injuries, no aging. Only her eyes, black, empty, swallowing light. At the police station, she spoke slowly, her voice clear but eerily cold. "The lady took my hand. Her hands were ice cold and wet. She gave me mint candies. Sweet at first, bitter in the end. She led me to a circle of twisted trees." Time works different there. 5 minutes, she said. But outside, 5 years passed. I saw other children, sitting quietly, waiting. Some cried. The lady whispered, "Your parents are coming soon." But they never come. The lady has sharp teeth. She smelled my hair and said, "You smell like fresh, child. You'll be good at bringing others." Sarah took her home, but Emily wasn't the same. She ate almost nothing. She never dreamed, or so she said. At night she whispered, "The circle is calling. 5 minutes." Emily grew painfully slowly. At 12 years old on paper, she still looked 6 or 7. At school, she drew perfect circles filled with eyeless children. Classmates avoided her. One boy pushed her once. The next day, he disappeared for 24 hours. Came back crying, "I was in the woods. A lady gave me candy." Sarah started seeing things. Tall shadows in corners. Footsteps on the roof at night. Mint candies under her pillow. Old wrappers smelling of wet earth and rancid mint. Emily told stories at night, lying beside Sarah. "The lady has a garden of children. Some have been waiting hundreds of years. They sit still. She sings to them, promises their parents will come. But the parents, they become the trees. Branches are their arms. Leaves are their tears. I came back to bring someone new. You, Mummy. Your crying is the sweetest sound she's ever heard." Sarah shook. "Stop it, Emily. It's just a nightmare." Emily smiled. "The lady wants you. She says you're ready." The disappearances multiplied. Hours, then whole days. Emily always returned smelling of forest, leaves in her hair, pockets full of mints. Sarah tied her to the bed one night. Emily laughed softly. "Ropes don't hold the circle." August 14th, 1981. Emily slipped out barefoot into the dark. Sarah followed, flashlight shaking, feet bleeding on stones. They reached the deep circle in the forest, twisted trees forming a perfect ring. Emily stood in the center, the wet red ball in her arms. "Mummy, see? I ran after the ball. Now you're running after me." Sarah sobbed. "Come home, please." Emily turned. Her face was still a child's, but her eyes, endless black. She smiled wide. "The lady is here. Listen to the children crying. Listen to how the trees breathe." The forest groaned. Branches bent like fingers. A faint chorus of voices. "Mommy,
Mommy, come.
A cold hand brushed Sarah's shoulder. She spun. Nothing. Emily stepped backward into the ring.
It's only 5 minutes, Mummy. I promise.
Emily vanished into the shadows. The ball rolled towards Sarah, wet, red like fresh blood. Since then, every 5 years on August 14th at 2:37 p.m., a mint candy appears on the grass. Fresh, cold, smelling of mint and death. And a small voice whispers from the trees.
Emily has apples. Come play.
The circle is waiting for the next child, for the next mother, for you.